don't work dogs on flexi leads. It's inappropriate. Hey guys, welcome back to Service Canine Rosie. I'm Lillian and I am service dog and training handler. That is my service dog in training, Rosie. And yeah, if you're new to our channel, we're just chilling out. So today's video is a very long awaited video. Would you stop it? Today's video is a very long and awaited video.
Before we start, I want to apologize for the angle, but this is the best I could do.
So anyway, stop. Leave it alone. So today's video is our, one of our first videos that I had promised like a long time ago was when I get a dog, a prospect, I will do a prospect haul. So this is going to be a prospect haul because we don't have her, service dog gear, well, most of her service dog gear yet. I have like a leash and a collar, and that's it.
So I will show you the leash and the collar just because we have it, and this is what we use when she was a prospect. She has recently graduated to service dog training, and we started PA just a tiny bit. If you want to see that video, go back and check it out on the channel. It's labeled as an early socialization one, but it's PA training. So this is a service dog prospect haul. These are things that you might want to consider getting if you are getting a dog, a puppy in general, but especially a service dog prospect.
Let's get into the things that are for prospects. Okay, so the first thing that we have are extra large training pads. Alright, so they're very nice. That's the inside of them. They're pretty decent. I choose not to use them anymore, even though she's at the end of potty training, but it's still taking a while, especially because she's a bully breed, and bully breeds take longer to potty train. That's a commonly known fact. So we just have those. I don't use them anymore though, because number one, she was just ripping them up, and she wasn't really peeing on them, and it just wasn't right. It was taking up too much space, and she wasn't even using it. So I don't really use that anymore. So if we're talking about potty training, the next thing we have is baking soda. The next thing we have is baking soda. So this is just regular Clover Valley brand. You can really get any kind of baking soda. So you can really just get any value baking soda or any brand baking soda, but that is, you can see if your dog pees on your carpet, you can't really clean it up that easy. You have to wait till it dries before you can vacuum it up. So just put a good amount of baking soda on there. It'll suck it up out of the carpet, and then later you can wash your carpet to get it completely out. Alright, so these are just our basic toys that we use. So I have several of these. They are just socks that I got for Christmas. I got like a ton of socks for Christmas, and I hated all of them. So when I got Rosie and she was obsessed with chewing up my socks, I gave her the ones I didn't like. So I just tied 2 knots in it, and she has like 4 or 5 of these. I have more socks in her gear closet. I just haven't done it because she doesn't need a lot.
What are you doing? Do not chew on that. That is your working collar. Working collar. You can't chew on your working collar. Thank you. Chew on it. Hold on.
So anyway, I just have these socks. I have several of these, but one's in her crate. I have another one in our car. Actually, I have more stuff in her car. She has some squeaky toys and stuff, but I'm not gonna get that out. Here, take your sock. So she has one out in my room, and then she has one in her crate. The next one we have is this. We got this for my ESA Sammy, but there was like a little green tennis ball thingy. He chewed that off and decided he didn't want it anymore, and she loves rope. So some of her other rope toys, which I don't have right now, she's obsessed with those, but yeah, she really, really, really likes this toy. It's almost at the end of it. The next thing we have is a tennis ball with a rubber thing. I got this at Petco, I believe. Yeah, I got this at Petco, I believe. she has and it just has like little rubber things, especially for puppies. They can't wrap their mouths around the balls, and you don't want them like grabbing and chewing them up. So she just has this one that she can grab onto. This stays in her crate, so if she wants to play with something at night, she has this.
She did have an elephant, but unfortunately that was chewed up and we had to throw it away. So it took her a while because she could not sleep without her elephant. But if I can find it, I can probably wash it, but it's really bad.
So the next toy, this is like the last toy, I guess, because the other ones I don't have in here. But the last toy is more of a in general item. It's not really a prospect item. I use this while she's in training, either for training purposes or I use this for agility. So in agility, we don't do treats actually. We do a little bit of treats, and then she is treated at the end of each training session, each agility session. But she has a, we use this ball for agility for luring. She really likes it. I have this bag. This is Rosie's bag. She comes to school with me and stays in a crate right now because she's not really working that much, but this is what she does. She has her bag that I take with everywhere. So inside the bag, I just have what was her food. So she's getting weaned off of lunch and just eating 2 times a day. So I have this just plastic bag that I'm just gonna fill with like a teeny tiny bit more food to give her at lunch. It's down to like half a handful, and I'm just weaning it off slowly. So she's just gonna get like a little tiny bit more food in that, and then we will just be done with eating lunch, and it will just be down to 2 meals a day.
The next one is, this is just a bag of extra treats that I haven't refilled yet. I believe this is a bag of extra treats also.
And the last thing in the bag is just our Flexi Lead leash. So this was the first leash that I ever had for Rosie. We got it the day we got her, just so I had a leash. I don't like Flexi Leads. Obviously, I will never, ever work a dog. Don't work dogs on Flexi Leads. It's inappropriate. And also, people don't know how to use them. So people think that it's just to let their dog run. You know, just pull it until it finishes, let them whatever. No, it's so basically you're going to pick like a length. So say I'm like really short and I want my dog in like this length. So then you're going to lock it down so your dog can't run away from you. You want your dog to know that they're supposed to stay next to you, not that they can just do whatever they want. You can work on that later, but especially with puppies, you don't want them just thinking they can go wherever. You're gonna want them near you. So yeah, this is just our Flexi Lead. We might use this sometimes, no ma'am, going on walks. But yeah, for the most part, that's it in this bag. I keep it as an extra leash in case something happens to the one that we have. Alright, so the next thing we have, so I'm not going to really show you what's on her because you can just kind of like, if I lift her up, you can see she's got this one, she's got a regular collar on, just a red harness. So this is her blue harness. It's supposed to go like this, but it's undone because I use it as extra, but she got her teeth in it and ripped it almost completely in half, so I'm gonna have to sew it back together. We don't really use our blue ones much, just in emergencies, in case our red one broke or had to be washed. So usually she wears this for like a day or 2 while her red harness and gear is getting washed. So this is our next is our blue collar. So it's just like this. It'll probably have to be loosened. It hasn't been on her in a couple weeks. But instead of buying her a new collar, if you haven't seen, our gear set that I've picked out is going to be completely blue for the first one. So I'm just going to use this collar as her working collar for the moment until she's fully grown, and then I'm going to get her a nice leather collar, or a couple of those. But yeah, this is just her like basic collar, that she's gonna be using for working.
She's gonna have a hobby, and she might have a prom eventually. It won't be anytime soon, and then obviously her e-collar. So she's just
That's just gonna be her working collar, with her working gear. So her working gear will go in her closet, her gear closet, or on top of her crate at night usually, or when we get home, and then she'll change to like her red collar and harness, and then we'll switch to her red collar and harness. So yeah, this is basically just her working collar that I'm gonna be using. So the next is our working kind of leash. I'm gonna get an over-the-shoulder leash, hands-free, when we start working. But yeah, this is basically her like working leash for when we do PA, and just her general leash. It's just a simple like little 6 foot, I believe it's like 4 or 6 feet, black leash. It was the first leash we brought my ESA home on, but he got a bigger leash because he's older and he's slower, and so we just let him run around. Her I like to keep in short distance because I want her to learn heel. The next thing these are the first treats that I ever used for Rosie for training.
But I realized very fast that, especially we're doing so much training, that she's gonna get tired of these.
So these are all brand new packages, well, except for 2 of them. But I mix these treats. So I have the beef recipe ones, and then I have the peanut butter recipe ones that I mixed first. Then I have these Caesar softies. They're a little bit bigger, but she enjoys having that. And then I cut up these into 3 pieces as extra treats. And then she gets 1 whole one after a training session. And then last but not least, in the treat kind of, okay, this is not last, never mind. We have our rawhide bones. So this is just a 6-pack from Walmart, but I've already used up like half of these to shut my dogs up so I can eat. So I have 2 left. So we'll probably just use those by the end of the week. Alright, so last thing we have is our treat pouch. So I am getting a much better treat pouch. It already has a few treats left in it after a training session today. But yes, seats, thank you. So it just has our treats in it. It's cheap. It's like $7 from Petco. But yeah, it just clips on. The clipper is broken on this one, so we're doing our best. But yeah, so I'm getting a better one when we start working, but it's $20 and I'm broke, people. And then I just have this simple clicker. It was like $1 or $2 from Petco. So yeah, it just clicks when you're training. You just click it and then you treat, or give your command or whatever. So yeah, she just has her food bowl and her food mat. You've seen those in other videos though. So anyway, I hope you like this video.
Yeah, I'll try and put out more. Especially I'm planning on getting her gear hopefully soon, like in the next 2 weeks when I order it. So I will do a some training gear haul when I get it, but this is just one that I have been putting out for a while and I thought I came into it.
So anyway, I really hope you like this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to become part of the squad. Make sure to comment down below any respectful comment. I reply to every single respectful comment. And make sure to hit the bell so you never miss a video. So bye.